Welcome to the Faster, Easier, Better show with your hosts LeeSilber and Ellen Goodwin. This podcast is short, fun, and jam-packed with good ideas that you can start using right away. And here's your hosts, Lee and Ellen.
Welcome to the Faster, Easier, Better show. I'm your co-host, Ellen Goodwin, along with
LeeSilber.
LeeSilber, the running man. He's like running in the studio. Why are you running?
Because we're going to talk about how to run your life like a business.
Oh, okay.
That's why.
God, I hope I don't
and
have
that's
to
a good way
run.
to warm up.
Okay.
Get the juices
Great. So what are your thoughts on running your life like a business?
Well, I think there's a lot of parallels between what a business tries to do and how we can apply that in our personal lives as it relates to efficiency. For instance, you have a brand as a business.
Sure.
You have a brand as a person. Like, what are you trying to? Are you somebody that's known to get things done? Are you
What do you stand for?
Yeah. Are you someone that they look to you as a person that just follows through versus nothing ever gets finished?
Gotcha.
That's a form of branding. I would say businesses try and be as efficient as possible to cut costs and to get more out of their labor force and whatnot. And we as people, same thing. How can we get those things done that we need to get done faster so we have more time left for the things we want to get done? And that's about being efficient with the small stuff. And the more you do something over and over again, like as a business, you get better at it.
True.
I mean,
true.
when
You set up systems.
Yeah, Uber. What they do is that when they go into a city, they make some mistakes they kind of form a playbook, and then the playbook is applied to the next city, so you don't make those same mistakes. And after opening in several different cities, you've got a plan.
Absolutely.
Works. We could do the same thing.
Sure.
When we do something the first time and we don't do it as okay, let's write that down. How could we do it better?
Exactly.
Or at least make a mental note. The next time I'm going to start strong, or I'm going to put this on first, or whatever it is. And that way you're getting better as you go.
Okay. I like that. And once you know that, you can be super effective. My thing is businesses want to do what's most effective, the 80-20 rule. The 20% of what they do makes them 80% of their business. So what are they going to work on first? That 20%. Why screw around with...
Your profit centers.
Exactly. And it should be the same for you as a person, not necessarily a profit center, but it's the thing that makes you a better person or, makes your life better. Whether it's, that 20% is eating well and working out, spending time with your family, rather than the 80% of, oh, hey, I'm going to play some video games, and then I'm going to, do something else that maybe is important, but it's not super important.
Yeah, I mean, let's think about it. Businesses, when something isn't profitable, or a line or a product or even a service they offer that just isn't working anymore, they get rid of it.
True.
Cut it. And
True.
I think we have to start to cut some of the fat. The dead weight, the people.
I guess your kids need to be on their best behavior.
That's something that you hit on something right there.
So I guess we're not going to the bar after this?
No,
not
today.
Not 20% effective.
But your kids, I mean, a lot of parents just are used to doing things for their kids.
And
At a young age, that's what you do, and they learn.
Right.
But my kids are now 11 and 13, and I find that I get them to do things that they learn about how to fix something, or about where things go, and at the same time, it's one less thing I have to do, so I'm able to do other things, which like sit around and do nothing.
Now you're going into your 80%.
In a hammock with a drink. Come on, kids, mow that lawn. It ain't gonna mow itself. But it is a matter of delegating, and that's another business axiom. You can't do everything yourself as a leader or CEO, manager. You gotta trust your people, give them tasks, help them get better, learn, and that's efficient.
Right. And then the other thing, you think about businesses. Businesses, for the most part, run 5 days a week. And you got a couple days off and come back. I mean, I know businesses, there's always the undercurrent, things are going on, but there's a pause in the action. And you need to do that with your life as well. Take that break, enjoy your weekend, do things. Yeah, do stuff that's on that 20%, but also get into the 80%, recharge your batteries, come back, hit it hard.
Yeah. And I would say that if you have a job and you think of yourself as an employee versus you have a job and you think of yourself as the owner of a company, you are that company. Your business is you. You have a client, which is your employer, but that mindset of, I work for myself, even though I get paid by this company and I'm technically an employee. When I think like an entrepreneur, you are going to be more of a problem solver. You're going basically an entrepreneur is someone that just doesn't need to be told to do something. They just
Right.
do it.
Jump
And that
right on it.
there is better than just following, the whatever has been done before. Thinking like an entrepreneur, even if you're not by, your title,
Right.
self-employed, if you think like you are, you're going to find ways to do things faster, better, and easier.
Right. I mean, you think about your life. You don't wait for someone to tell you to do stuff. You get out there and you do it. So, yeah, do it more.
I will do it more.
Okay. Well, and I also think like one of the things that businesses also have is they have agendas. They have, plans of how things go. They plan out their year. I know you
Mm.
plan out
A
your
business
year.
plan.
A business plan.
But a business plan for your life.
A business plan for your life. And that doesn't mean that you don't get to have fun anymore. I think that's one of the things people are like, "Oh, there's no wiggle room for anything." But if you don't have a plan, what
And I
happens?
think the difference in a personal plan versus a plan business is you want one that's emotional.
Yes.
So you feel like, I want this, whatever it is, because it
Uh-huh.
makes, there's more than just a number. It's like, how will it make me feel? How will it help me?
Yeah.
And then I think it's also got to be flexible, meaning,
Right.
you've got, what is it? John Bon Jovi said, write your goals in pen, but your plans in pencil, meaning you might need to erase and change it. So yeah, flexibility. Whereas a business might just stick to that plan. That's our plan. Whereas as a person, something interesting comes along and it still
Right.
fits in with the main goal. It's not what you plan to do, but it's worthwhile. Then do it. And I would lastly say that when you think of business, it's all about profit. It's about profit, and that means you're getting the
Right.
most
Mhm.
profit out of the amount of
Right.
whatever you're selling. Whatever for us, our time equals life. So if you could just think of it where if you have X amount of hours in the day and you waste them, you've wasted not time. People, I wasted my time.
Mhm.
No. You've wasted your life. So businesses don't want to
Right.
waste resources, and we don't want to waste our life. And so that's why thinking like a business can actually help you to become profitable in a different way with your time, which is your life.
Perfect. Join us next week on the Faster, Easier, Better show.